today class topic 3 in surface chemistry, that is types of adsorption. Here we will discuss types of adsorption, absorption, chemsorption, and what is the difference between absorption and chemsorption. Next is what are the factors affecting adsorption. Third is adsorption isotherm, and fourth is adsorption isotherm. We will discuss in this class these are the things. So before discussing that thing, first I will mention types of adsorption. Types of adsorption. Types of adsorption. What are the types of adsorption? Adsorption is of generally two types. One is physical adsorption, second is chemical adsorption. First, types of adsorption, it is of two types. It is of two types. First is physical adsorption. Physical adsorption or absorption. Physical adsorption or absorption. Second is chemical adsorption or chemsorption. So we will discuss two types. First, adsorption is generally two types. One is physical adsorption or absorption. Second is chemical adsorption or chemsorption. So and the adsorption, which is divided into two types, basing upon the force which acts between adsorbent and adsorbent. The classification of adsorption is based upon the operating force or the force acting between. The classification is based on the force. The classification is based on the forces acting between the adsorbent and adsorbent. The classification is based on the forces acting between the adsorbent and adsorbent. So what are the forces which acts between the adsorbent and adsorbent? That is, basing upon this, the classification is divided into two categories. One is physical adsorption, second is chemical adsorption. How the forces operates between adsorbent and adsorbent, depending upon this, the adsorption is divided two types. One is physical adsorption, second is chemical adsorption. So this is a very important question for this council exam, because the important question, what is the difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption? So I am giving you the details difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. So with this difference, suppose you will put a short note on physical adsorption, you will write the physical adsorption part on the left side and chemical adsorption part at the right side. So what are the points I am discussing the physical adsorption, you will write in the physical adsorption part, and what are the points I will discuss in chemical adsorption, you will write in the chemical adsorption part. Clear? So we will discuss what is physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption or absorption. physical adsorption or absorption. Next is chemical adsorption, chemsorption. Physical adsorption, absorption, chemical adsorption, chemsorption. So what is the basic difference between physical adsorption, that is absorption, and chemsorption? Actually, physical adsorption and chemsorption depends upon the operating forces acts between the adsorbent and adsorbent. So what is adsorbent? The material, the substance which gets accumulates on the surface of the adsorbent is called adsorbent, and the material surface above which adsorption takes place, that is called adsorbent. Already we have discussed the adsorption, adsorbent and adsorbent. जो मटेरियल सरफेस ऊपर एडजॉर्प्शन हबो ताको कह जिवो कोन एडजॉर्बेंट, जो सब्सटेंस ता एडजॉर्ब हबो सेटा हमरा एडजॉर्बेंट, जो प्रोसेस रे हबो दैट इज एडजॉर्प्शन. So these three are the very important thing: adsorption, adsorbent, adsorbent. So now we will discuss what are the forces acting or operating between adsorbent and adsorbent. Depending upon this, the classification is based physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Actually, physical adsorption is based on the operating forces which acts between adsorbent and adsorbent. This force is van der Waals forces. Physical adsorption arises due to the van der Waals forces, whereas chemical adsorption arises due to the chemical bonds occur between adsorbent and adsorbent. This is very important. Chemsorption arises due to the occurrence of chemical bond between adsorbent and adsorbent, whereas physical adsorption or absorption arises due to van der Waals forces operating between adsorbent and adsorbent. Clear? So it arises due to weak van der Waals forces. It arises due to chemical bond. It is a short line. If it arises, you can write it arises when the adsorbent molecules, it arises when the adsorbent molecules, it arises when the adsorbent molecules accumulates at the surface of the adsorbent. It arises when the adsorbent molecules accumulates at the surface of the adsorbent on account of weak van der Waals forces. It arises when the adsorbent molecules, it arises when the adsorbent molecules accumulates at the surface of the adsorbent on account of chemical bonds. On account of chemical bonds. Then look at this thing. So here fission or physical adsorption arises due to weak van der Waals forces. It arises due to the chemical bonds. So if you cannot write the clear details thing, or you can write simple, it arises due to chemical bonds. It arises due to van der Waals forces. Two things. It arises due to chemical bond. No, it arises due to van der Waals forces. Physical adsorption arises simple. If you cannot write this, you will write shortly. It arises due to van der Waals forces. It arises due to chemical bond. Where the chemical bond occur? The bond occur between adsorbent and adsorbent. The bond occurs between adsorbent and adsorbent. Here the van der Waals forces also occurs between adsorbent and adsorbent. So physical adsorption arises due to van der Waals forces. Physical adsorption arises due to van der Waals forces between the adsorbent and adsorbent. Chemical adsorption arises due to chemical bonds which occur between adsorbent and adsorbent. Clear? Two things. It arises due to van der Waals forces. It arises due to chemical bonds. Simple line. You write this. It occurs at low temperature. Next point. This is only one point. This is main point. It occurs at low temperature. It occurs at high it occurs at low temperature. It occurs at low temperature. It occurs at high temperature. Clear? It generally occurs at low temperature. It occurs at high temperature. Clear? So physical adsorption occurs at low temperature, whereas chemical adsorption occurs at high temperature. And one important thing, it decreases with the increasing temperature. It decreases with increasing temperature. That is fission inversely proportional to temperature. If we increase the temperature, fission decreases. If we increase the temperature, fission decreases. If we decrease the temperature, fission increases. So this is very important part. Fission. If we increase the temperature, fission decreases. If we decrease the temperature, fission increases. So we can say that fission is inversely proportional to temperature. Fission is inversely proportional to temperature. Whereas chemical it increases with increasing temperature. Chemical adsorption increases with increase in temperature and then decreases. This is very important point. So first, these three points are very important point. First, physical adsorption arises due to weak van der Waals forces. कहाँ का मतलब weak van der Waals forces सब adsorbent and adsorbent. Adsorbent का जो surface पूरे chemical जो surface पूरे adsorbent का रोइबो जो surface पूरे adsorbent का रोइबो ताको भीतर को force टा operate करिबो van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. It is generally gas phase mostly. So it arises when the adsorbent molecule accumulates at the surface of the adsorbent on account weak van der Waals forces, or we can say that Fridtjof arises due to weak van der Waals forces, but Kempf-Johnson arises due to chemical bond. Then Fridtjof occurs at low temperature. Generally low temperature physical adsorption occurs, chemical adsorption occurs at high temperature. And very important thing is Fridtjof with the increasing temperature, Fridtjof decreases. With the decreasing temperature, Fridtjof increases. So Fridtjof, we can say that Fridtjof is inversely proportional to temperature, whereas chemical adsorption increases with increasing temperature. First, chemical adsorption increase kariba with the increasing temperature, then decreases. So these are the three important points. Next 3-4 points I am also discussing. So you write this thing. Next, these are the only 3 points. This point, if you cannot write it, only you write it arises due to weak van der Waals forces. It arises due to weak van der Waals forces. It arises due to chemical bond. Next 3 points. Next, what are the 3 points we will discuss? Next point, look at heat of adsorption is low. Heat of adsorption is low. Heat of adsorption is low. Heat of adsorption is high. Heat of adsorption is low, heat of adsorption is high. It is in the range of heat of adsorption is low and it is in the range of 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. Heat of adsorption is high. It is in the range of 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. This is a very important point. Heat of adsorption is low in case of physical adsorption or Fridtjof. Heat of adsorption is high. Heat of adsorption is high in case of Kempf-Johnson. In case of Kempf-Johnson, heat of adsorption is high. In case of Fridtjof, chemical heat of adsorption is low. So it is in the range of 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. Physical adsorption, heat of adsorption is 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole, whereas this is in the range of what? 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. This is in the range of 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. Next, physical adsorption reaction is reversible. Reaction is reversible. This is irreversible. Reversible reaction, irreversible reaction already we have discussed in first year classes in equilibrium. So physical adsorption, in case of physical adsorption or Fridtjof, reversible reaction occurs. In case of chemical adsorption, this is irreversible. That is when the adsorbent get accumulated on the surface of the adsorbent, there is chemical new compounds is formed. No, actually, surface new compound by surface compound is formed. That is a new compound, we can say that. But here, no new compound is formed. Only the adsorbent gets accumulates. Only the adsorbent gets accumulates on the surface of the adsorbent. Here, only the adsorbent gets accumulated on the surface of the adsorbent. So no new compound is formed. Here, surface compound is formed due to the chemical bonds which occur between the adsorbent and adsorbent. Here, in case of Kempf-Johnson arises due to H because Kempf-Johnson arises due to chemical bonds. So surface compound is formed between surface compound. How the surface compound is formed? Surface compound is formed due to the chemical bonds which occur between adsorbent and adsorbent. Clear? So the chemical here in chemical adsorption or absorption reaction is irreversible, whereas physical adsorption or absorption reaction is reversible. Reaction is reversible. Next, process is not specific. Process is not specific. Process is specific. Process is not specific. Process is specific. Next, multi-layer adsorption. Multi-layer adsorption. In case of physical adsorption, multi-layer adsorption occur. Multi-layer adsorption. This is monolayer adsorption. Look at this is multi-layer adsorption, monolayer adsorption. Multi-layer adsorption, monolayer adsorption. Here reversible reaction occurs in case of physical adsorption, irreversible reaction occurs in case of chemical adsorption. Process is not specific. It will not give the specific. Process is not specific. Process is generally specific in nature. Process is specific in nature. Next, here already we have discussed in kinetics, activation energy. Activation energy. Activation energy. Activation energy EA. Activation energy EA required for this reaction is nil. Appreciable amount of activation energy is required. Look at this. Here, appreciable amount of activation energy is required. Here, activation energy required for this reaction. Activation energy is not required. Simply we can say that activation energy is not required. Activation energy is required. Shortly you can write activation energy requirement is, or this point you can write EA is not required. EA is not required. Here EA is required. Here EA is not required. EA is required. That is very important thing. EA activation energy is not required in case of physical adsorption. Activation energy is not required in case of physical adsorption. Activation energy is required in case of chemical adsorption. This is very vital. Activation energy, as you know that what is the definition of activation energy? Already we have discussed about the activation energy part in case of chemical kinetics. So the excess energy that the reactant molecule having energy less than the threshold energy must acquire in order to react to give the product, that is called activation energy, or the extra amount of energy which must be supplied to the reactant molecule in order to reach the threshold energy barrier to give the product. In order to reach the threshold energy barrier to give the product, that is called activation energy. Clear? So activation energy requirement, activation energy is not required. Activation energy required for this reaction is nil, where activation energy is not required. But here appreciable amount of activation energy is required required. A is required, A is not required. कितना 3 points 4 5 6 7 8. Another point I am writing. Last point. This is a very important question. This is a very important question. No new compound is formed. No new compound is formed. Here surface compound is formed. No new compound is formed. Surface compound is formed. No new compound is formed. Surface compound is formed. Clear? So this is the basic difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Suppose you will put a short note on physical adsorption, you will write the left side part what are the points we have already discussed. Clear? So this is all about physical adsorption. This is about chemical adsorption. If you will put a 3-mark question, you will write at least 5 points. At least 5 or 6 points. That will be for 3-mark question. So try to remember all the points. If you cannot remember, then at least 6 points. 5 to 6 points for 3-mark question. Clear? 6 points will be better for first 6 points you will write. 6 points, but the difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption, first 6 points you will try to write. Clear? So this is the basic difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. But if you will put a subject on chemical adsorption, you will write the right side part or chemical adsorption part. If physical adsorption, left side part you will explain. Clear? So this is all about the physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. This is all about the physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Clear? Next is factors affecting adsorption. Factors affecting adsorption. So what are the factors which affect adsorption? We will discuss one by one first. Clear? And what is adsorption? The phenomenon of attracting and retaining any substance on the surface of another substance is called adsorption, or adsorbent gets accumulated on the process by which adsorbent gets accumulated on the surface of adsorbent is called adsorption. The phenomenon or process by which adsorbent gets accumulated on the surface of the adsorbent, that is called adsorption. So what are the factors which affect the adsorption? We will discuss one by one point. So first point, nature of adsorbent. First point, nature of adsorbent. Nature of adsorbent. So what is the nature of adsorbent? Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. Some gas, first I writing, some gas may be adsorbed. Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent. Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. On different adsorbent. Look at this point is very important. Nature of adsorbent. What is adsorbent? The material surface above which the adsorption takes place, that is called adsorbent. The material surface above which the adsorption takes place, that is called adsorbent. So what is the nature of adsorbent? Some gas can be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. If we put the different adsorbent, so the extent of adsorption should be different. If we put the different surface, that is the adsorbent. If we take different metal, that is the adsorbent. If we take the different metal surface for the adsorption, the rate of adsorption should be different. The rate of adsorption should be different. So some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. So there are some gases which may be gets adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. So if we take different adsorbent, the adsorption should be different. Simple point, we can say that if we take different adsorbent, the adsorption should be different. If we take different adsorbent, then rate of adsorption should be different. First. Next, surface area. Second is surface area of adsorbent. Surface area of adsorbent. Greater the surface area, greater is the rate of adsorption. Greater is the extent of adsorption, and greater is the rate of adsorption. So greater the surface area, greater the surface area, greater the surface area, greater is the extent of adsorption. Greater the surface area, greater is the extent of adsorption. So if the surface area of the adsorbent is large, then so if greater the surface area, greater is the extent of adsorption, and greater is the rate of adsorption. So rate of adsorption increases if we increase the surface area of the adsorbent. So if we increase the surface area of the adsorbent, rate of adsorption and extent of adsorption should be high. Clear? So rate of adsorption, these are the factors affecting the adsorption. So surface area of the adsorbent, greater the surface area, greater is the extent of or rate of adsorption. Simple. Surface area যদি বড় হবে তাহলে rate of adsorption টা বড় হবে। Surface area বড় হলে rate of adsorption টা কত হবে? বড় হবে। Next, nature of adsorbent. Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent, because that depends upon the nature of adsorbent. Some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. Clear? Third is nature of the gas being adsorbed. Third is nature of the gas being adsorbed. Nature of the gas being adsorbed. So what is the nature of the gas being adsorbed? Greater is the critical temperature. Greater is the critical temperature of a gas. Greater are the van der Waals forces. Greater is the critical temperature of a gas, greater are the van der Waals forces of forces of attraction and greater is the extent of exertion. Okay, very important point. So this another point, temperature. Fourth point, temperature. Fourth point is temperature. Adsorption is an exothermic process. As we know that adsorption is exothermic process. Adsorption is exothermic process. So first these 4 points we will discuss each and one, then we will proceed on. So first point, what are the factors affecting adsorption? First point, nature of adsorbent. Nature of adsorbent. Nature of adsorbent, some gas may be adsorbed to different extent on different adsorbent. If we take different adsorbent, rate of adsorption or extent of adsorption should be different. যদি আমি different adsorbent লবা তাহলে adsorbing power টা rate of adsorption টা different. Second, surface area of the adsorbent. যদি surface area টা বড় if greater is the surface area of the adsorbent, greater the surface area of the adsorbent, greater is the extent of greater the surface area of adsorbent. Greater the surface area of adsorbent, surface area বড় হলে কার adsorbent র greater is the extent of adsorption. Greater is the extent of adsorption. Third is nature of the gas being adsorbed. First factor la nature of adsorbent. Second factor la surface area of adsorbent. If you cannot explain this thing, you will write only the headings. That is, what are the factors affecting adsorption? Nature of adsorbent. Second is surface area of adsorbent. Third is nature of the gas being adsorbed. Fourth is temperature. Next we will discuss also one more points. So nature of the gas being adsorbed. Greater the critical temperature. If the critical temperature is high, critical temperature Tc. If the critical temperature is high, greater are the van der Waals forces of attraction and greater is the extent of adsorption. If critical temperature is high, then what are the there is greater is the van der Waals forces operating between adsorbent and adsorbent. Greater the critical temperature, greater are the van der Waals forces which operates between adsorbent and adsorbent. If greater is the van der Waals forces, rate of adsorption should be high or extent of adsorption should be high. If greater the critical temperature, greater the van der Waals forces which operates between adsorbent and adsorbent. Very simple thing. If higher the critical temperature, greater is the van der Waals forces between adsorbent and adsorbent. Greater the van der Waals forces between adsorbent and adsorbent, extent of adsorption or rate of adsorption should be high. Very important thing. Critical temperature high है कौन हो van der Waals forces का बढ़ी जीवो between क्या करते हैं adsorbent और adsorbent between. Critical temperature high है van der Waals forces between adsorbent and adsorbent should be high. Then if the van der Waals forces between adsorbent and adsorbent is high, rate of adsorption or extent of adsorption should be high. Clear? Critical temperature high है van der Waals forces adsorbent और adsorbent मतलब अधिक आवो तापर एटी कोन हो van der Waals forces यदि अधिक आवो greater the extent of rate of adsorption or extent of adsorption should be high. Clear? Very clearly listen this thing because this is very vital chapter. Surface chemistry is a key concept and if you do not understand it thoroughly, you cannot go deep into the surface chemistry. Otherwise, it will be a very difficult chapter for you. So I have tried my level best how to simplify it in a solid manner. So being the key concept, first you understand the key concept. After that, you try to remember. Otherwise, it is very difficult to remember this thing. Clear? So greater this critical temperature of a gas, greater are the van der Waals forces which operates between adsorbent and greater is the extent of adsorption. Next is temperature. Adsorption is exothermic process. As we know that adsorption is exothermic in nature. Already we have discussed in class 1. Already we have discussed that thing, why adsorption is exothermic in nature. Del G should be negative. Already we have del G. We know that del G equal to del H minus T del S. Here del H will be sufficiently negative. If del H is sufficiently negative, the reaction is exothermic in nature. So always adsorption is exothermic in nature, or adsorption is an exothermic process. Adsorption is an exothermic process involving equilibrium. Adsorption is exothermic process involving equilibrium. So कितना फैक्टर करो? 4 factors. 4 factors. एटी आउट के इन टेम्परेचर रे डिस्कस कर दवा. ये equilibrium point दा. Already we have discussed the Lee-Chatterton's principle in first year chemical equilibrium chapter. Already we have discussed Lee-Chatterton's principle. What is Lee-Chatterton's principle? If a system is in equilibrium, is subjected to a change of temperature, pressure and concentration, the equilibrium will shift in a direction so as to reduce the effect of that change. If a system is in equilibrium, is subjected to a change of temperature, pressure and concentration, the equilibrium will shift in a direction so as to reduce the effect of that change. Clear? So this is what completed. So that is adsorption is exothermic process involving equilibrium. We will discuss that thing. Suppose gas is the adsorbent. Gas is the adsorbent. Next, gas में कौन adsorb होगा? प्लस solid ऊपर. Suppose solid charcoal ऊपर, प्लस solid clay ऊपर, यानी solid metal ऊपर. That is adsorbent. Next, this is the equilibrium side. This is the reactant side. Then this is product plus heat. Product है ना? Product. What is the product? Gas adsorbed on the solid. That is product. You first write gas adsorbed on the solid. That is product plus heat. So from looking at this reaction, tell me what is the types of, is the reaction is exothermic or endothermic, or whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic. How can you predict? Already I have shown you how to predict a reaction which is exothermic or endothermic. What are the tricks behind it? I have already mentioned in equilibrium chapter. So this reaction is which, endothermic or exothermic? This reaction is exothermic reaction because plus heat. So if you take left side, that will be minus heat. So this reaction is exothermic in nature. So what is the favorable condition? Applying Lee-Chatterton's principle to this reaction. If we apply the Lee-Chatterton's principle to this reaction, what increase of temperature decreases adsorption. If we apply the Lee-Chatterton's principle, applying Lee-Chatterton's, if we apply Lee-Chatterton's principle to this gas plus solid product, gas adsorbed on the solid plus heat, what will happen? Applying increase of temperature decreases adsorption. Increase of temperature decreases adsorption and vice versa. Look at this. So gas which adsorbs from the solid. So solid is the adsorbent, gas is the adsorbent. Adsorbent gets accumulated on the surface of the solid, that is adsorbent, to give gas adsorbed on the solid, that is the product, plus heat. Heat is liberated. So this reaction is exothermic in nature. So we will apply the Lee-Chatterton's principle for this reaction. Applying Lee-Chatterton's principle for this reaction, applying Lee-Chatterton's principle, increase of temperature decreases the adsorption. If we increase the temperature, what will happen? That will decrease the adsorption and vice versa. So if we increase the temperature, decreases adsorption. If we decrease the temperature, increases adsorption. Clear? So for this reaction, if we increase the temperature, that decreases the rate of adsorption. If we decrease the temperature, that increases the adsorption. Clear? Next, fifth point, pressure. Next is pressure. Next is pressure. Pressure. So adsorption increases with pressure. Adsorption increases with pressure. Oh, you have to discuss at constant temperature. Adsorption increases with pressure at constant temperature. Adsorption increases with pressure at constant temperature. The effect is large if temperature is kept constant. The effect is large if temperature T is kept constant. Very important point. So adsorption increases with pressure at constant temperature. So these are the factors which affect the adsorption. So nature of the adsorbent, nature of the gas being adsorbed, and next is pressure and its temperature. So these are the five factors upon which the factors rate of adsorption depends. These are the factors upon which the rate of adsorption depends. So temperature, pressure, and nature of the adsorbent, surface area of the adsorbent upon which the adsorption depends. So he will put 2 mark question. What are the factors affecting rate of adsorption? So you will write only the heading. If this is 1 mark question, you will write only the heading. If this is 2 mark question, you will explain with these points. 2 or 3 mark question, you will write the first points. Then suppose pressure, temperature, surface area. Only if 1 mark, only pressure, temperature, nature of the adsorbent, surface area of the adsorbent. These are the points you will mention. But if this is 2 mark or 3 mark question, you will explain the points whatever I have explained. Clear? Next is adsorption isotherm. So this is all about the factors affecting adsorption. Next is adsorption isotherm. Adsorption isotherm. Adsorption isotherm. So before discussing adsorption isotherm, already we have known what is adsorption and what is isotherm. Isothermal already in thermodynamics we have read what is isothermal process, what is isomeric process, what is isoperic process, adiabatic process. Already we have discussed the thing in thermodynamics. So what is isothermal process? The process which takes place at constant temperature, that is called isothermal process. In this process, dt equal to how much? dt equal to 0. So the process which takes place at constant temperature, that is called isothermal process. Similarly, adsorption should be taking place at generally at constant temperature. So this will indicate adsorption isotherm. We will draw a graph between what is the adsorption isotherm graph. Next we will discuss. It is the plot of the graph adsorption isotherm. It is the plot, it is the plot of the curve between x by m and pressure of the gas. Very important fact. It is the plot of the curve or graph. It is the plot of the graph or curve. It is the plot of the curve or graph between x by m and pressure P of the gas at constant temperature. Pressure P of the gas at constant temperature T. This curve is called adsorption isotherm. Look at it. So what is adsorption isotherm? It is the plot of the graph. It is the plot of the graph or curve between x by m and pressure P of the gas at a constant temperature. So what is x and what is m? X is the mass of the adsorbent and m is the mass of the adsorbent. Where? So you can mention here x mass of the adsorbent and m mass of the adsorbent. Very important thing. So what is adsorption isotherm? It is the graph or it is the plot of the graph or curve between x by m and pressure P. So we have to draw a graph versus x by m and pressure P at constant temperature. So simple thing, we have to draw a graph between x. Suppose we will draw a graph like this: x by m versus pressure at constant temperature. So we have to plot a graph between x by m and pressure P and constant temperature T. That is called adsorption isotherm. So here x is the mass of the adsorbent and m is the mass of the adsorbent, x is the mass of the adsorbent. So this is adsorption isotherm. This is all about adsorption isotherm. So here we put a definition: what is adsorption isotherm and explain Frodley's adsorption isotherm. This is a very important question. So for this year we may put in council exam. This is a 3-mark question. 3-mark question. What is 2-mark question or 1-mark question? What is adsorption isotherm? If he put the adsorption isotherm, you will write only the definition. Solve.